By the way, Phil, when can I borrow your mic stand?
You know, I'm actually gonna go pick up my controller from Dio tomorrow.
Be right back.
Oh. You gonna drop it off on the way?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my controller from Dio tomorrow. That's why. So.
Nice.
So yeah, I can drop off the mic stand at the same time. In one trip.
One-way trip?
Yeah, one way trip. Yeah, no problem.
What time?
I can do it around 7, I think.
Okay. Just let me know beforehand.
Oh yeah, just to know for everyone on the chat, like, you know, we always like upload images to like Google Outline.
Oh yeah, what about it?
Yeah, just like throw it on here that way, because I made a PS for like kind of thing. You know what we're talking about? Like images like this, like throw it on the chat.
On the chat. Didn't I do like last week? The Jessica Alba picture?
Yeah, that one, like that. Like do more of those, but like on here.
Oh, on here so people know. Oh, okay.
Anyways, alright.
Gotcha.
Here we go. Welcome. Parent Podcast begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, it's Monday night. I'm your co-host, Aristotle. Welcome to another episode of Panoramic Podcast, aka True Aces Podcast.
It's Tuesday
night, but we'll explain why it's not Monday later on. I'm your co-host, Aristotle, joined by the man who just got signed on Cloud9, Mr. SHAZAM. And also the man who's killing it with his band, because they got another gig coming up, May 17th. Sparring Grill, so make sure you check him out. Anyway, SHAZAM, take it away.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the Parent Podcast here on Parent Gaming. And yes, unfortunately, we did miss a day of podcasting, but it's okay. Tuesdays are also great too. So,
happy birthday to your next mom.
Yep. So first and foremost, major birthday shoutouts to Nick's mom and to everyone's birthday shoutouts who are also in the month of May. So happy birthday to everyone there.
May the 4th be with you.
There you go. Alrighty.
May the 4th be with you because it's gonna be May.
Hey.
There you go.
There you go. Alrighty. Wow. What a month of awesome. What a month of awesomeness going in. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more Panoramic Gaming and also more Panoramic Podcasts. So let's go ahead and get the show started right away. We're gonna kick it off with a good old-fashioned curious questions. So here we go. Let's go ahead with the next question here.
Okay, so it's something I've been wondering quite a bit lately.
Okay.
But before I say my piece, what is your dream musical instrument? Like, if you could have one instrument in the world that you've never had before, but you really would love to have it, what would that be?
First of all, I don't really know other instruments other than the ones I already know. You know what I mean?
Right, but there are a bunch of them out there. Like, for example, you know, like horns, like French horns, tubas, trombones, trumpets, that kind of thing.
I used to be in the horn section in high school.
I used to be a tuba player. Long before I became a bass player, I used to play tuba.
They used to call me the tromboner. So
Very
that's where your bass roots came from?
I was actually always a back in intermediate. I know sounds funny when I say intermediate because most people know middle school. Anyways,
right.
back in intermediate, I actually played alto sax.
Ooh, Kenny G here.
Sadly,
Please play us Careless Whisper.
you know what's funny? I didn't know any of that stuff back then.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I know. He would the bum, 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 bum. So,
I would have been like, boo.
but it can't help it. Can't help it. So, but yeah, because I remember doing alto sax in 7th grade and did tenor sax in 8th. So, I was not the grade. I was not the grades. I was just decent. Not good, but just decent.
Hey, nothing wrong with being
So was
decent.
I. Yeah.
So, because
Not-
my main
Point
thing
is not
was
to stand out, in
right.
the band, you know.
Yeah, no,
Play within the
my
system.
thing was to kind of just like pass.
Yeah.
I feel ya. That was me too for tuba. Didn't like it.
So, but yeah. Anyway, let's see who's okay. Anyone else? Okay.
But I guess my dream instrument to play is a 12-string guitar.
Oh, yo, that's a monster right there.
Yep. That's why it's my dream instrument, because I'll never play it. I'm not that good.
If you could actually play a decent tune out of that, I'm bowing down before you.
Exactly. Shout outs to Jimmy Page, one of the greatest guitarists. He started the 12-string.
Well, I won't name this as my dream instrument, but at one point I really wanted a twin neck electric guitar.
Nice.
Yeah. Activate Coheed and Cambria right there.
Damn, that takes me back.
Damn. But yeah. Right on. Damn, 12-string guitar. That's a.
So what about you, Phil? What's your dream instrument?
This may sound out of whack of all things.
Go for it.
Uh.
Because I think mine's just out of whack too.
Okay.
Right.
Well, get ready for this one.
Alright.
I've actually always wanted to learn how to play the banjo.
Nice.
Hey, not bad.
I like
You could
that.
play some bluegrass out of that.
That's why. That's why. No, but I'm pretty sure like I think it's more just ding 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 ding. And I know there's more than that.
Hey, you're missing the trick wearing a straw hat and nothing but utility overalls, or I think that's
True
what it's
that.
called. Yeah.
Jump
If you can wear that, if you can wear a straw hat and utility overalls with no pretty much underwear, and you're playing the banjo, bro, you got my respect.
I can picture him right now
Oh, that's kind of scary.
with just underwear,
Oh, jeez.
with that grass wheat thing in his mouth,
tweed,
and
right in
he's
the mouth.
singing in a Southern American accent. Dude, I can see him go places like that.
with a big gap between his teeth.
That's kind of that's kind of scary now that I think about it.
Hey, fellers.
Hey, fellers.
Now for that, Phil, you gotta do a accent. Your redneck accent. Your best.
Oh,
Redneck.
Yeah, that's it. Sound redneck as hell.
like how redneck should I go? Like, should I be like?
As red as you can.
Dude, go full blown redneck. Hell, you can even go KKK redneck if you want to.
Okay. I'm not going that far. Not gonna go that far, but okay.
I'm just saying, be as stereotypical as you can.
Okay, I was gonna say something bad, but I don't know your band.
I know, right?
Lynch them N-words.
Right? wait. If you get off on I-95 there, you should be heading off right over to the truck stop there. And after the truck stop, you just go head right over. You're done. Alright.
Dude, that sounds like every
I
truck
know.
stop I've ever heard
I know, right?
in Iowa.
Oh, they get off on the I-95.
Yeah. You're on I-95, get around Route 66, boy. That's where you get the kid. Man, I feel like watching Cars now.
Get off on the I-95.
Tomater.
Wait, you're talking about that rusted tow truck car, right?
Yeah.
Mater. Larry Cable Guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, because in Cars, I thought his character was the rusted tow truck thingy.
Yeah, he's called. Yeah,
It is,
He's
yeah.
called Meter.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me you don't know who played him.
Well, I will confess about this right now. I didn't exactly watch the movies.
What?
Yeah.
Gotta start now, man. You ain't live until you do.
Okay, fine. Basically a kid-friendly version of Fast and Furious.
Basically,
There's some adult jokes in there.
yeah, like very subtle ones. Like,
You'll catch it.
Anyway,
anyway,
now it's down to me with my musical instrument.
all right. What
And although I am a rock/blues bassist at heart, I actually dream of having a double bass one day.
Whoa. Dude,
Yeah.
Did you find one yet?
No, but I do look forward to finding one, if one exists in Hawaii, which
Again,
I'm
if you
sure
find one,
should.
You play Fly Me to the Moon, I'll be your fan forever.
Funny you say that. I actually managed to memorize it on my acoustic bass.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You should hear it, man.
Now, if I could well, not right now because I'm eating, but anyway, if I could transfer that over to double bass, I would possibly become a jazz cover legend, even though I intend to be a rocker first.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Right on. All right. Let's go on to my question right here. So this is based on the amount of grind gameplay that I've been playing on Mortal Kombat 11, and basically all the character tower endings. So here's this question for you: if you were given the sands of time to rewrite your history, what would be the first thing you would rewrite? And just so you guys know, and no sport, it's not really spoiler alert for those who are playing MK11 and those who already played story mode. It's basically a time travel plot.
So this is pretty much just like Endgame in a way.
In a way it is. So
I see.
that's to pretty much sum up what MK11 storyline. If you rather play story, or even hell, go watch the storyline on YouTube. Which will make a lot more sense.
Well, before we get into it, what is the Sands of Time?
So basically, it's just like this big hourglass, right? And pretty much it's like this magical hourglass, and only like powerful beings could use the Sands of Time to craft their history or write history. So Chronica.
Interesting.
So Chronica in MK11, the new boss, the latest boss person, who obviously not playable, but is pretty much the author of time who's been plotting the entire events of Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11 altogether.
I see. So, question about this character.
Sure.
What's his name again?
She's called Chronica.
Okay.
So like
Is she chronic? I had to ask.
No, but her moveset and fatality is sickening. That's what I gotta say about
Like what? The Batu kick?
that. And then like dude, she can body you even from a easy difficulty.
What is she on the tier list? Like B tier, S tier?
She's more like she's more like the unplayable tier.
Really? Oh shit.
So, and what sucks is like you only have one round to beat her. Like in a traditional 2 rounds, like you only have 1 round to like actually beat her.
Wow.
That's how hard this boss level is.
That actually kind of reminds me of my time playing Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, which according to the MK community is considered non-canon in the series.
Oh,
which
I liked it.
Which personally I actually liked because, you know, from the other Mortal Kombat games that I see that is very fighting centric, which there's nothing wrong with that, although it just felt very one-dimensional to me. You know, Shaolin Monks is more like a multi-dimensional gameplay,
Sure.
where although it's definitely fighting, it's like basically a beat 'em up where you could like travel all around these locations and get a good look of all these places.
Yeah,
which is something I really enjoyed playing the game.
You know, they actually applied that with they actually applied a lot of that with like Mortal Kombat Deception and Armageddon.
Yeah, they did, except when it the real fighting, it switches to, you know, your usual traditional fighting game, you know.
Yeah,
But
no,
when you're not
right.
in combat, you're you know, traveling around like you would Shaolin monks. Which, getting to the boss battle part that you were talking about, which supposedly this chronic person, haha, is the final boss. I actually had a very, very difficult time fighting Shao Kahn as the final boss.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was very difficult for me to beat Shao Kahn at the time.
Wait, well, Shao Kahn. Well, to me, Shao Kahn will always be one of those like really badass boss characters.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
That's like, yeah, like you can't run, like you can't change that one. That's already like too good to change.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Anyway, getting back on topic here.
Anyways,
The
yeah.
question.
So my question to you: if you were given the sands of time to rewrite history, what would be the first thing you would rewrite?
If I was given the right to rewrite history, I would. Pretty much change the whole value of money, so that way everyone can be rich.
Hmm.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. If I hands of time, what would I do?
Make Freddy immortal, so he'll never die.
No, actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'd say, look, man, I get that you're gay, but if you're gonna do that, please put a condom. Because during this time, let's just say you might catch something that you don't want. Okay? In fact, here. Just for the hell of it, I'll give you this one.
And make sure the guys that did it to him use a condom too.
Well, how would I know that for sure?
Well, you never know, but just make sure that you put one on.
Yeah.
Because they are transferring something.
Yeah.
That's true. Fair enough.
And it's not a kind of magic.
Yeah, it's not the kind of magic.
Oh boy. Oh, I didn't think you're gonna go. Okay. Hey, but you know what? The show must go on. Show must go on.
Yeah.
Say he bit the dust on this one.
Ah, shit. I was gonna say
Sorry.
that. Well, I was gonna say it a little bit differently, but I would have said something like that all the same.
Dude, there's like a million other songs you can use.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I mean, of course, he did want it all.
There you go. Under pressure.
Yep.
Oh man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fun discussion.
That's a win. That's a win. All right. Man, if I given if I had the sense of time to kind of rewrite history, bruh, I would actually use it to like rewrite Hawaii's history, where we're not like the most expensive effing state to live in.
You'd only have to go back a few years then.
No, I mean like further than that.
Okay.
Just in general.
In general,
I mean,
I would go.
yeah.
I would like when the United States took over, like I would be there. I would rewrite that part of history where, like from there and into like right now, like I would make sure like Hawaii would not be so damn expensive to live in.
I could see that.
Somehow make traffic a little more bearable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That too.
Good.
So that'd be something I do. Frick yeah. So, all right. All right, and then I guess no question from Air there. So
Shoot, I did have one.
Oh, you
Hold
did?
on.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of like your question, Phil.
Sure, go ahead.
If you were to rewrite comic history,
Oh, boy.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
and this includes DC and Marvel,
Okay.
Okay.
so let's say you're Stan Lee for a day.
Sure.
Oh
You can
boy.
create
Here we
or
go.
miscreate anything you want. What would you do?
whose history would whose history would I give to rewrite?
It's like SmackDown and Raw. If you could trade rosters, you know what I mean?
True. No, but in terms of like whose comic history would I want to rewrite?
Yeah.
I'm not sure who I'd want to alter.
Because like Spider-Man I can relate to. Iron Man sort of relate to. Cap, like that's also that. Actually, you know whose history I wouldn't mind kind of like giving a reboot or rewrite on. I would like to take the chance to rewrite the Silver Surfer, Norman Rad.
Nice.
How so?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so to kind of give you guys kind of the abbreviated origin of origin of that story. So Norman Rad was just a regular human being on his planet, and when Galactus came, when Galactus decided to, oh hey, your planet looks appeasing and looks delicious, and I'm gonna eat it. And
No. I would have said it like this. If I was Galactus, I would have said it like this. Hey there, this planet looks big and delicious. Would be a shame if someone ate it.
There you go.
Nice.
So, so being
By the way, I already know the origins of Norrin Rad, aka the Silver Surfer. Yeah, I just want to know how you would rewrite his history.
Okay, so everyone knows for a fact that he made a deal with Galactus to be his herald. So in that part right there, like if I had to change one part about his about Norrin Rad's like his origin, like in terms of the character, like I would kind of rewrite his desire to be like his only desire to be Galactus' herald, because like he didn't because Norrin he didn't really have a choice to he never had a choice to be Galactus' herald. He only did it so that he could save his planet. So
you're saying he should just betray his planet?
Yeah,
Not make a deal.
Yeah, because
wow.
once he became Silver Surfer, like everything that was like Norrin Rad was like gone.
Right. But isn't that the compromise of being a superhero? Or whatever?
True, but if I was in like Norrin Rad's shoes, and I would actually have like I would actually agree to the deal, but have certain like perks in it in that deal. Like
I thought you were just gonna make him a supervillain.
Well, that too. I mean, that would actually be pretty interesting to make him like a full
Silver Surfer as the villain.
like a full supervillain. That would actually be pretty interesting to see. I could actually see that happening.
Okay. What about you, Nick? If you were Stanley for a day, what would you change in the current comic landscape?
I might get some shit for this.
No, go ahead.
But
this is all theoretical.
I feel like if I was a comic editor for a day, I would probably rewrite Joker's origin, and or not origin, but his character arc, and make him a bit more dimensional instead of the standard out of whack, out of line, out of his head supervillain, which is something we all know him for at this point. Okay. I mean, like if he's this evil, there has to be a reason why. It can't be because
there is a reason.
That's how he is. Okay, so what made him that way, and is there any, I guess, how should I say, can there be something, just even a tiny sliver of redeeming qualities that he might have as a villain? Even if it's just a tiny sliver of it, which I don't quite see in the Joker that we have now.
Well, stay tuned later this year when Joaquin Phoenix portrays Joker.
Well, we'll see.
So we'll see how that goes. The human side of Joker.
Let's hope he actually,
Kills.
blows Jared Leto out of the water for this
Dude, he's
one.
gonna win an Oscar, I guarantee you.
I
Okay.
have a lot of faith with Joaquin Phoenix too.
I mean, if Joaquin Phoenix did Johnny Cash justice in Walk the Line, I can definitely see him go somewhere with Joker.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I guess it's everyone's curious question. Let's go ahead and jump right into video games and streaming. So, as you guys know, earlier when I mentioned about my question, yes, I was playing MK11, and yes, you could actually see a replay of that stream last night. So I did MK11 test, and you can see some Liu Kang gameplay, and a couple brutalities and some fatalities. So go ahead and watch that stream, check that out. So overall, as far as my thought of the game, I thought overall graphics and fighting mechanics has improved. So NetherRealm Studios, you guys did a great job.
Who's your favorite fatality?
Oh, okay. Right now, I gotta say the best fatality has to go to Johnny Cage.
It always goes to Johnny.
Let me guess. He punches someone's balls over and over.
No. This one's a little bit more funnier.
Okay, what is it?
So, basically, he does this So they actually took advantage of his Hollywood superstar persona.
Mm-hmm.
So what he does was he uppercuts you, and then someone from behind you goes, oh, cut, reset, and then he goes a second time.
What?
Cut, reset, and then guy goes, bro, who the fuck hired this guy? And then the third time, and he grabs the head and he throws it at the screen. And then when the face is on screen, he literally flips you the finger just like this, looking at you.
That's pretty funny.
Wait, what? He what?
He literally flips the finger going like this right at you at the screen.
Wow.
Like that's how funny it is.
I feel like at this point, because of that, I feel like Johnny Cage is trying to be the Deadpool of the Mortal Kombat universe.
Oh, trust me, it gets much worse, dude. His second fatality, like he'll like punch you in the face a couple times, and then he'll rip your spine out, and then a stage will come on, and then he will tell the worst terrible joke ever, and then someone will throw a tomato, and then he will like slide dodge this way, and then the tomato will land in the person's face. So
damn.
Huh. Wow.
So
he's also the Joker.
yeah.
Apparently.
So no, but his comedic wits are funny in MK11.
Here's Johnny.
So, but
Okay, that one made me cringe when I first saw it. You know, here's Johnny.
That was
trying
that was actually really funny.
Well,
That's an old
it was funny and cringy at the same time. I was like, oh my god, please stop ripping off The Shining, because you don't fit in there.
Well,
The way I see it, it was like an homage.
Yeah, I know.
So good, but again to NetherRealm Studios. You guys did a really good job with MK11.
which platform you get it on?
I actually have it available on PS4.
Oh, nice. I should check out the stream then.
So, but yeah, do check out the stream. So, anyways, going out to Nick, still taking another arrow to the knee.
Well, it's more like a bolt since I'm using a crossbow. But anyway, I'm nothing majorly new. I'm just going around Skyrim, wielding a crossbow and a thief outfit. Here's the thing, though, because because Skyrim Special Edition, the Dawnguard DLC to be precise, has exploding bolts of fire, ice, and shock. I'm basically I'm basically a combination of Van Helsing and Hawkeye, where I have a crossbow, but my bolts have they're diverse in their reactive nature, suited for very specific type of enemies.
Interesting.
Like if I'm fighting an enemy that's weak to fire, I use my fire crossbow, my fire bolts. If I'm facing an enemy that's weak to ice, I use my ice bolts. If I face an enemy that's weak to shock damage, I use my shock bolts. Like I said, kind of like Hawkeye, but with a crossbow.
Interesting. So you're like a mage almost. You're just changing, different artillery.
Technically no, because I'm not really using magical powers. The only magic that I'm using is through my crossbow. That's it.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You should stream that too, man.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, to the ace.
Man, I just kind of taking a break here because there's really nothing to play. I've been watching Hulu.
Nice.
And it sucks Dio's not here because he's the one I would talk to regarding the shows that are on there. But I guess just playing some shit. What am I playing? I don't even know anymore. I was playing some Dolphin last night.
I saw that.
Some Smash and
Yeah.
and hopefully some Left 4 Dead later if you guys are down.
Dude, that's what I was trying to call. That's why I called Dio. I called Dio so I can see if I can buy back my controller and then I can get back on Dolphin.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's
So
why
he said it's fine.
that's why.
Wait, did you sell that to him or?
Yeah, I sold him the controller. And
So he's selling it back to you?
I'm buying it back.
Or are you buying it back? Okay.
Well, I'm only buying back the controller. Like I already have another adapter right here with me.
So does he have enough controllers?
He said he has enough.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh yeah. So speaking of which, yes. Since you at the beginning of the podcast, you may have noticed that I'm wearing a Cloud9 jersey, which is available on the Cloud9.gg shop. So, cool thing about just the jersey is also the name in the back of the jersey.
That's cool, man.
So
It's like that shirt I gave you a couple years ago.
there you go. So yeah, I'm liking the jersey, and also, a couple of snaps ago, yes, I missed the fight stick game, so
Nice. Back on it.
I got a new fight stick right here. This is the Razer Panthera Evo model. And this fight stick is a lot more lighter.
Really?
Is it
wireless?
Unfortunately, no, it's not. Actually, that's the funny thing about fight sticks now. Like they're not wireless. They never adapted that wireless USB, which I'm glad
Makes sense.
Which kind of makes sense because if you're going to like tournaments and you're just gonna plug in, that's totally fine.
Right.
I think the whole wireless disconnecting would kind of cause
That's another problem there.
cause
Interference.
So, but yeah. So I'm glad.
Nice.
So I'm glad I got a new fight stick. So.
Noise.
So there you go. Okay. So anyway, so this past Sunday we were now kind of taking over the personal achievements for this one. It's okay. So this next topic, which we'll go into TV shows, movies, online videos.
Yeah.
All three of us here had saw Avengers.
Thanks for seen it, so we can talk about it.
So
let's get to it.
yeah. So okay. So number one, just for everyone's knowing, pretty much everyone knew this since Monday. So the spoiler ban for Avengers Endgame is over. So we're now freely allowed to talk about Avengers Endgame.
Starting
right now. The only reason why it's over is because Marvel decides to upload whatchamacall, the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, which contained an Endgame spoiler.
Yep.
So, anywho, so let's talk about the main thing about Endgame. So, your guys' thoughts, reactions, the feels. What you
Well, first of all, since you and me already watched it, Phil, I already know your reaction and my reaction. Nick, what's your initial reactions after watching it? Did you like it? Was it how you thought it would end, or?
Well, although not everything was how I thought it would end, I was still pretty satisfied all the same. Although I feel like the ending was bittersweet at best, because I feel like it's kind of out of character for Cap to just ditch his friends like that, and Bucky most especially, just to be with Peggy, which is something I never quite understood completely. Yeah. And what's it called? I actually saw this interesting read on Facebook just today about why Steve Rogers passed on his shield to Sam Wilson instead of Bucky, even though comically it was Bucky who took up the mantle. It was because Bucky at that point in time is still corrupted by his Winter Soldier status, because it's never really evident of the Wakandans removing his Winter Soldier protocols of turning him basically into an evil killing machine. That wasn't really shown whether or not it was removed. He was just out of his pod all of a sudden, out of nowhere. When what movie was that again?
Civil War. And then of course they do show that as a Black Panther post credit. No, but I actually want to believe that they actually did remove what was like messing him up from the inside.
Yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to believe too, but that wasn't quite evident in the movies. So we're left to assume that he is free from his Hydra protocols, and that's it.
Well, no, but there's still time because we are given the hint that Wilson will be Captain America, so you can also assume that Bucky will be there too.
So, but yeah, overall reaction. What do you think of the movie as?
If the MCU was a big gift present, I see Endgame as the neatly tied bow to the entire present box.
Well said.
I look at it's funny you mentioned that because I look at it just like that way, but what I saw Endgame as, this was basically fan service and a love letter to the MCU fans who have stuck, even me, who have stuck all the way through since 2008.
Right.
So yeah, it is one huge love letter, fan service. It was just like fan service all around because they did some plot holes are open, but they closed up a lot of the big ones. But yeah, I guess going for film, going by the film, like when me and Air saw it, and shout outs to Air and his family for the invite, and it was I felt happy and sad emotion when watching it. Like it was like some parts made you happy, some parts made you cry. And I'm not gonna lie, Iron Man dying made me shed a tear. It made me shed a tear a bit, because I
No shame in that.
I actually thought Cap was gonna die.
That's what I thought too.
So
And I was bracing myself for it.
Wait, so how did you think he was gonna die, Cap?
I thought
I thought he was gonna get stabbed or something while he's epically
That's too cliche.
I know. Basically, go out guns blazing, that kind of thing. Although Tony did basically do that. He went out guns blazing.
He snapped the universe back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a very honorable way to die.
Yeah. For someone who is usually all for himself kind of person, he actually did a huge 180 for the better and saved the world just because.
Isn't it crazy how in the beginning that he was so against time travel and all that shit? And
Mm-hmm.
he would not leave his daughter for whatever means necessary.
Yeah.
But turns out in the end, I'm Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
here's something to look at too. Like, just like you're saying, like, Iron Man didn't want to do it in the first place, but then he had to kind of rethink, like no, I want, like, he rethought, no, I think it is possible that this kind of thing can happen, and it will, and this thing will happen. So
Right.
to put it in that perspective, like, Iron Man would rather, like, sure, we heard it throughout the MCU films that he would never be the guy to, like, sacrifice or even make that kind of call, but
But he did.
For the better. And I think one of the other or one of the main reasons why is when he was doing dishes right after he put his daughter to bed,
yeah,
and he saw a picture on the wall with Peter Parker and him.
yeah.
He basically switched places with him.
Pretty much, because you gotta feel that he's like, I'm doing this for you, Peter, or at least.
Because, Peter, you did not deserve to die that early in your life.
Exactly.
And then, okay, I will say there are some parts of the film where I kind of wish they could have tackled some things. For one thing, for example, like Hulk, like, I feel like they kind of had a missed opportunity on the Hulk, and like they could have, like, for me as a fan, I want to see how Banner made the transformation into Professor Hulk. Like, I would have wanted to see that happen.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, wait, how did this happen?
Well, he explained it, but
well, I mean,
he should show it.
Yeah, he explained it, but I would like to see it on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
was a missed opportunity.
That was a missed opportunity for sure.
And I feel like Hulk is always overshadowed by the other Avengers, even though he is quote unquote the strongest Avenger.
Yeah.
I also, number one, I had no problems with thick Thor, and I say thick with like maybe 2 C's, 2 or 3 C's.
No one did.
Yeah, no.
Except ladies, maybe.
Oh my god.
What was your first reaction to that, Nick?
I was like,
He starts cringing.
well, basically this was my face. I was like, really? What the hell?
Playing Fortnite?
Well, no, the Fortnite part never bothered me. It was the fact that he got fat, and I'm like, what?
First of all, I didn't know gods can turn fat like that.
I thought, gods. I thought their bodies transcend human nature. No, this guy somehow, in a 5-year span, got fat.
By drinking beer and
eating a lot of food and playing Fortnite all day long with, his new buddies from Ragnarok.
You know, it's so funny. you mentioned how he got fat and how his hair and his beard grew back.
Yeah.
Air is the only person who's gonna understand this one right off the bat. I thought of Mango.
Jesus.
I legit thought of Mango, and then you know what's funny? Mango mentioned this on his stream too. He's like, Mango's like, you know, I watch Endgame, and Thor and Endgame is my spirit animal. For all the beer drinking.
Yeah, for all the people that don't know who Mango is, he's a professional melee player, and about a couple years ago, or 3-5 years ago, he was pretty skinny. And I'd borderline say he's pretty sexy, but up until then, he's been drinking his ass off, just streaming daily, and drinking a lot of beer, and he just got that gut forever, that beer belly. So there's a comparison.
So yeah, there you go. So, oh my goodness. But yeah. But yeah, no, I had no problem with I had everyone saying they had problems with Thor. Like they said like no one didn't like the idea of the thick Thor. Like I liked it. It was it was funny.
Like it was more like
funny.
I was just basically it felt like this to me. It's like somebody decided to take a glove, not sure what material, and just slap it across my face right out of nowhere, and for no reason. And I'm like, what the hell? What is this? Why did Thor get fat? I thought he was a god. He's not a human being.
Yeah, that's my reaction too.
No, but then it kind of to me it made sense because one, like, we all remember the ending of Infinity War when he should have gone for the head, and then when he
failed,
and then that failure carried on in Endgame, like, and that's how he got like depressed, and like he had some form of PTSD, like, and
but still, it shouldn't affect him though physically, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's a god, so
that's
therefore
true.
he transcends human nature.
So,
but you know, the writers decided to just make it funny, I guess, for the last hurrah.
Yeah, for the last movie, just make it funny.
And why not throw Fortnite and Korg playing? Master 69.
And then the only minor skirmish of that problem with well, I do have one minor skirmish is like when he actually double wielded both Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Part of me was really hoping like with that bolt of lightning, his fat would have gone away.
But no, that didn't happen.
Nope.
I was kind of hoping that would have happened, but sadly that didn't. But
I'm surprised his mom reacted like very calmly seeing him like that.
The mom's reaction was priceless.
I thought she would have freaked out, like, what the hell happened to you? But I guess she kind of knew already.
And then Shmi said that small little mark before he leaves. And my goodness, eat a salad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Thor's mom,
you savage bitch.
I was like, oh, snap.
She's not wrong. Salad.
So
then some.
But overall, yeah, and then sorry, I don't mean to go out of place here, but I know one of the parts I think where they could have like had that filler for Hulk's time, like distribution. They could have used it during you know how Scott basically was like wandering.
He was brought back on accident.
Yeah, like he was wondering like what the what the hell happened after the snap.
Mm-hmm.
So like they could have used that, but again, then I think like, okay, you know what, that kind of makes sense because they kind of want to close up that other ending from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right.
So I don't know, that was another thing. The audience reaction in the theater on premiere night, and Air and I experienced this. It was livid.
It was awesome.
Wait, hold up. How did it happen?
Okay, like
just in general. The whole movie.
In general, like some
like everyone used the last one, you know. So just live it, you know.
Yeah.
Not just watch it, but live it. And everyone was feeling it that night.
Dude,
especially the last couple of sequences.
And then wait, and then
Or
and then
glass
one,
half.
and then one of the funnier scenes when during the time heist when Captain America does that elevator scene, and everyone knows that elevator scene right from Winter Soldier, right right off there. And then the second he goes to that one guy there, he goes, "Hail Hydra!" Everyone in the theater was just like,
Well, the fact that they all look around and then they gave him the briefcase.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
holy shit, it worked.
Yeah, and then Romanoff and everyone else in the elevator was like, "Oh shit, he's one of us." Oh.
And let's not get started on America's ass.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You know
that was America's ass.
That was funny.
I mean, at least I got to see what happened after the Avengers. Like, I'm not talking about the movie after. I mean, like, the events that followed. Like, how did the Tesseract and the Scepter end up in Hydra's hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And that explained everything. The Avengers willingly gave it to them.
And Loki escaped with it.
yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, let's. So yeah, I want to ask you.
Is that a
about
plot hole?
that plot hole in particular, where Loki escapes with the Tesseract.
Hmm.
Not only does that create a timeline, hear my theory. Would you believe that they would use that escape theory to start Loki's TV show, which will come available on the Disney Plus?
I think so.
What
I
was
think
it
so.
called?
Because one of the main arcs for that Loki TV program on Disney Plus is basically Loki will travel through different parts of history. And
What's the show called?
I think it's just called Loki. They haven't really gave off like the actual official title yet, but no. But one of the arcs in that Loki TV show that was pitched was basically Loki would actually would actually appear in different parts of time, influencing leaders. Like he would influence leaders in making different decisions in the current history we all know.
For the better or worse?
I would say for the worse, since Loki.
Yeah, because he's a trickster.
Because yeah, he is a trickster, so he'll use that ability to
Interesting.
So basically, he's gonna do it for the lulz.
Yes.
He's the ultimate troll.
Mm-hmm.
And is this timeline like he's pretty much time traveling through history?
Pretty much.
Interesting. So he might be talking to Hitler or Stalin.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Interesting. Or
Like he might actually be having a coffee. Yeah, like you said, he might actually be having a couple glasses of wine with Jesus
That would be amazing.
before
the supper.
yeah,
last
before the supper, yeah.
That'd be interesting. That could make good TV right there.
So.
Mhm.
Some funny TV.
But yeah. So I wanna speculate to believe that they're gonna use that as a huge plot hole for the Loki TV show. Okay,
You think they could start it off that way?
they could. I really hope they do. But if they have something different, I want to see what they do. Okay, your guys' thoughts on Black Widow dying?
Where do I begin?
I mean,
Well,
don't
for
just talk about
one-
it now, because the series is over.
Yeah, well, for one, I guess since this actually when it happened, I actually remembered back to Avengers: Age of Ultron, where she admitted to Bruce Banner that she can't exactly have children because part of the programming renders her sterile, and because of that, she can't really have a family. Whereas Hawkeye can, and he does, which just so happens they're dust. And because she can't have a family of her own, she's like, screw it, I'm doing this for you, Clint.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good callback, dude. Good one.
Yep.
Like I said, it actually, took me back a bit to that movie, and I'm like, Okay, I think I
Makes
can
sense,
see. I think I can see her reason why she literally took the jump for him.
Damn.
But that sequence altogether, even before she died, that was like that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
That was pretty bomb how they did it. Like Hawkeye just blowing out explosive arrows.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. Wait, so is Hawkeye gonna jump? And then all of a sudden, they're both hanging off the cliff for dear life, and I'm like, oh shoot, which one's gonna fall? And when Nat I guess gave him the slip, so to speak, I was like, okay, here we go. Goodbye, Black Widow.
And right at the moment when she's like, "It's okay," and then she just lets go. I did see
Yeah.
some audience members, rubbing the tear a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Man, yeah, no,
If there's one thing that the MCU doesn't know what to do, it's giving some emotional scenes.
Yeah, they really know how to manipulate
the
emotions
heart.
when they need to.
okay. Alright. And okay. Alright. See, skip along here. Okay. What about after the time? What about after the time heist? Once they got the Infinity Stones all together, like, Thor was fighting to do it first, but we all know he's not well to do it. And then when Hulk did it, what did you guys think when Hulk actually put on the gauntlet?
Well, honestly, I was actually surprised to see his arm being burned, you know?
Yeah.
Because for someone who's the Hulk, he's supposed to be healing from almost any type of wounds. But no, this one actually outright injures him, which is something totally out of character for Hulk.
Wait, well, I mean, to rewind, like, did any of you guys notice how burnt Thanos looked after he did the snap? Like, did you notice how this combobulated hit his
How
skin?
Harvey Dent he looked.
Yeah, how Harvey Dent he looked when he was in his farm. So,
Yeah.
I think it was kind of a smart.
Before we get more into that, I did want to talk about one of the time travel scenes with Iron Man or Tony Stark and his dad.
Oh,
That was
okay.
more touching.
Oh man,
Dude, that was-
I didn't even know they'd even bring them back.
Hey, why not? It's the last movie, might as well tie that plot or whatever. Or
Yeah.
tie that knot. But the other scene in there was when Cap was looking in Agent Carter's desk
hmm
and he saw his old pictures of him and her. And I think that reinvigorated, his fire for
Yeah.
Carter.
hmm
So that probably explains why he, traveled back in time
Yeah.
at the end. Because he misses
That.
it.
hmm
50 years after not seeing your loved one.
Actually, it's more like 7 years.
7?
So, yeah, 70.
70.
70.
Oh, 70. Yeah, 70.
So,
So
but yeah, no, that was
blame the guy.
yeah, no, but that was actually a fun scene. And then that to me, if you're to look at it from Tony Stark's perspective, like, that was basically, remember back in Civil War when they were testing, when Stark introduced the barfing technology, where he was able to, like, use his own traumatic thoughts and to see, kind of go back into the past and talk to his parents.
hmm Yeah.
That to me was like a love. That to me was like kind of like Stark's love letter to his dad. Only this time not using the barf technology, but actually, like,
He's actually seeing his dad.
yeah.
Literally, physically. in
Yeah.
flesh.
I mean, thinking about it, that's like me jumping through a time hole or wormhole of time, and I somehow meet my dad at the exact age as me. Like, he's 24 and I'm 24 and we're just hanging out and cruising like we're best friends, when in fact he should actually be my father.
Would you explain to him that you will someday be his son, or you just let it go and just
I would just hide the identity completely.
so just go with it?
Yeah, because knowing how time travel is supposed to work, based on, theories and all,
Mm.
if I'm to reveal my identity to one of my parents whom I have not been born yet, it might actually, there could be something bad that might happen to me before I'm even born.
Or to your dad.
Yeah, or to whoever I'm speaking to.
Well,
Right.
wouldn't
Well, let's go back to Back to the Future. When
you and Marty McFly yourself.
Sorry, his mom. When his mom has a crush on him. He didn't say anything, right? And he couldn't.
Yeah.
With the same theory you had.
But yeah, speaking of the time travel theory in this movie, like, I'm surprised they didn't do the Back to the Future time travel theory, where like if you were to go back into the past, which would alternately screw up your current future timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Or instead, if you were to go back into the past and you're to alter something there, it would divert that event would divert into another alternative timeline.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing, not a bad turn to do, because the whole thing of, changing something and it changes the universe entirely, we've seen that 1,000 times. And this was actually a pretty refreshing change, where instead of alternating the universe, you actually create a new one just by, finding something out that you weren't supposed to know.
And again, shout outs to the Marvel Studios makeup team for making all the older people look very young, and vice versa.
Like de-aged Michael Douglas. It was nice seeing him again.
And it also,
apparently Jarvis.
yeah, seeing a human version of Jarvis.
Well, it wasn't really human version, but rather where the name Jarvis actually came from.
I guess so. Is that canon, by the way?
We're not sure.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure on that. But I get where they're going with that idea, like using that as like inspiration further down the line for Tony to name his house AI Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
Which totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
By the way, what do you guys think of Stanley's last cameo, or is it his last cameo?
Well, I honestly didn't expect him to look younger all of a sudden, which I was like,
his car looked great. Yep.
Bravo. Way to send him off.
I got 2 words for that.
What?
Enough said.
That was dope. I need to get a sticker like that now.
Cause man, just those 2 words, kind of.
That kind of embodies the whole.
That kind of embodies the entire legacy. Well, not just the Avengers, but his
legacy.
His legacy with for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's pretty badass.
There is that. Okay, now for everyone's favorite, the 3rd hour scene. Okay, your guys' actual general reaction when Captain America becomes worthy.
I was like, this was bound to happen, man. This was. I wasn't necessarily surprised, but it still caught me to where I was like, this was bound to happen.
There was like so much shit going on, but that I almost didn't realize that it was Cap. But last second, I was like, I know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Not Thor, but who else could it be besides?
Yeah.
Cap?
I mean, Tony can't lift the hammer. Who else but Cap?
And the people that got it exploded with joy.
Dude, that reaction was probably the best one I heard.
That's the first time I clapped in the movie, actually.
Yeah, no, you heard everyone was clapping like.
I was like, yes, I knew it. And then Thor, just on cue. I knew it too.
I think there's some people in the back who were like, yeah, finally.
Yeah. Yep. And it just got better from then on.
Man,
that whole sequence, man.
That was epic. And then
That was one of my favorite scenes.
And then
the shield and the hammer, that was sick.
Yeah, that was such a sick combo.
That was sick.
Aaron, did you notice there's one part of the frame where Cap does his funny variation of the Neo Justice to Thanos'
Really?
face. Or no, not exactly, but he did this funny looking form where he kind of hits the knee.
I gotta watch it again.
Like there's one frame. He doesn't really actually hit the knee on him, but he does that funny looking pose.
And you can see the resemblance because they're both wearing the attire.
Yeah, I was like
that blue with the helmet.
You're right.
Shit, I gotta watch that again.
So I was like, oh, dude, that was good. That was good. So okay, and then finally well, not finally. Okay, your guys' general authentic reaction when Sam Wilson came on the radio and said, "Cap, on your left."
I'm like, wait, I know that voice.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold up, and all of a sudden I see like dozens of O-rings opening up, and I see the sorcerers, I see the Wakandans, I see who else was there besides
Valkyries?
The
Valkyries,
Asgardians, everyone.
Asgardians. I was like, holy shit. I was actually saying this in my head. Lord of the Rings, eat your heart out for this one.
Mm-hmm. And there might have been an homage to Lord of the Rings.
Probably, yeah.
But I thought that was epic.
Mm-hmm.
In all sense of the word.
Again, that reaction. But the second one, Spider-Man came through, everyone was just like,
yep.
Thank goodness for
his comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he feels better now.
So, yeah, right? So, but man.
But that was one of the first times or the only times that we saw Thanos with actual fear in his eyes.
Yeah. Like, he actually, he's not just facing a small group of people now. He's actually facing an army that's on equal footing with what he has.
Mm-hmm.
Or who's on his side.
Right. And that small scene with all the ladies of the MCU.
Oh, the A-Force team? Dude, that was so epic.
That was pretty cool.
That was super epic, man.
And let's just say that Scarlet Witch is one badass motherfucker.
Yeah. She actually whoops Thanos' ass. Well, if you think about it, she has the potential to become the most OP Marvel character ever.
Pretty much.
It's just not fully embraced. That's all. That's the only thing.
Potential to her.
Yeah.
The Phoenix.
So, but man, that just say the entire war scene was just beautifully well done. It was so well written. Like they knew how to use all the characters, every character in there. They knew how to make them feel super important in this war scene. It was just like everything was well done. Everything, including time pace. Which, by the way, I have to say, it did not feel like 3 hours.
Yeah, me too. It did not feel like 3 hours at all. Heck, I wasn't even looking at my phone.
Yeah. And for most movies you do, right? Just
yeah.
It is. But this one, your eyes were glued to the screen.
Yeah, you were completely lost in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, but man, oh god, and then fast forward when I guess that last couple frames now that Captain Marvel, which by the way she did a great job. She did a great job in this film. Even
though she did disappear, halfway through, but understandably because she just had a movie.
Yeah.
So.
And in her role or her character it makes sense because she's like another space, well, not exactly Guardian of the Galaxy space cop, but she's another kind of like space cop that's also patrolling other parts of the universe.
The only thing I have a problem with is her Justin Bieber haircut. I don't know why she.
Yeah, I did not like that either.
I actually understood it.
What the hell?
And I'm sure there's a reason for that. So Phil, explain.
I actually understood it. So there's been that look in particular why she had the quote unquote Justin Bieber haircut
or lesbian
or whatever haircut you guys want to call it, doesn't matter. That's a little homage to one of the comic arc storylines for Civil War 2 when she
makes sense
when she had the short hair going up against Iron Man. So that one was a nice little touch homage.
Interesting.
So I had no problem with it. So like I dig it.
And I thought the Guardians could have a little more screen time, but then again, Guardians 3 is coming out, so that explains it.
It's not just Guardians, guys. We're getting as Guardians of the Galaxy.
As Guardians.
So
Is this next year?
I believe it's next year if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Next. Yeah. Definitely set for next year.
Because the script is done, right?
Yeah. Script is
Shape's
done. But the filming. So it looks like filming will start January 2020. Hopefully they can they can get the film done
by summer maybe or later.
Hopefully not too long.
Yeah.
So I would say by next year. I would say maybe by like November 2020.
Maybe the 1 year anniversary of Disney Plus.
Or that too. That would actually make
By the way, how much is Disney Plus per month?
So let me go ahead and give you guys the runaround. So Disney Plus pricing is said to be let me see, I got it right here. Okay, so Disney Plus new subscription video service dedicates movie shows from Disney, Pixar, the Star Wars franchise, Marvel. Disney Plus will cost $7 a month. Wow. Okay.
That's pretty cheap.
Will cost $7 a month starting November 12th. Okay. So there you go. So starting is $7 a month, which is actually doable.
What are some of the feature films or shows that are gonna be on it from the get-go?
So we'll have we'll have some of the Marvel stuff. We'll have some Disney originals. We'll also have the Star Wars franchise, which they're doing the Mandalorian TV show. So basically, a lot of the Star Wars TV shows, it's not gonna be so much based off like the trilogy that we're on right now, like with the Force Awakens, Last Jedi,
right.
the Rise of Skywalker, all that stuff. So it's good. So I think what they're doing with the Star Wars universe, they're kind of diving into different characters, which is good, which is really good. That kind of does expand the universe a lot more bigger. I mean, I know they already done it through books and stuff, but to put it on screen and to put it as like original short content, I can see that happening. So, but yeah, definitely gotta be looking out for Disney Plus November 12th. Hopefully there will be more to see. So, but anyways, sorry, going back to Endgame, really quick here. Okay, everyone's all right. Your one initial reaction. I am inevitable.
Wait, who said that again?
Thanos.
Oh.
And then
I'm not sure what that was supposed to mean.
Remember when he took the gauntlet? He finally caught on to the gauntlet, and then Iron Man got to him, and then he pushed Iron Man away, and then I'm inevitable. Did you think he would do it again?
Yeah. I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Not again!
I was like, please Thor, aim for the head this time. But no, we even got a better twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know, Iron Man, he just yoinked the entire gems. Yeah.
Including Thanos. Thanos also literally bit the dust on this one.
He did bite the dust.
Because didn't Tony manufacture that actual gauntlet?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he knew the ins and outs and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he kind of honey dicked him there at the end.
So, but yeah, no, it was a
honey dick? What the hell?
Explain the term, Phil.
That's a new term for me.
Okay, first of all, honey dick was kind of introduced in the interview, the one with Seth Rogen and James Franco, where they went to go interview Kim Jong-un. Sorry, so honey dicking, basically, for those who don't know, it's just pretty much saying jokes on you, like
gotcha.
Is it
or you got trolled?
Or you got trolled. The joke's on you. You didn't snap the universe. So
that should be Loki's phrase,
right?
You got honey dicked.
So,
although for an Asgardian, that's kind of out of place for him to say, because he probably wouldn't even understand what that means.
I mean, if Thor can play Fortnite with a beer belly, why not?
Okay, point taken.
You know, I will say this. Halloween is gonna be so easy this year.
What?
Costumes?
Halloween is gonna be so easy this year.
Hmm.
Everyone's gonna be Thor.
Yeah.
With a beer belly. Yay! I don't feel ashamed
Santa Claus.
anymore. I'll go as Thor for Halloween then.
Like all you need is the blonde long hair and a dope beard, and then
Mm-hmm.
just walk around with beer bottles on with you, and you like,
You know what's another potential Halloween costume?
what's up,
What?
Steve Rogers as a 96-year-old man.
dude? He looks
Oh,
like
boy.
Dude, he looks like Joe Biden.
Actually, to me, he almost looks like a mix of Joe Biden and Clint Eastwood. Almost.
Okay, I can see the Clint Eastwood joke there.
Let's just say he was Biden his time.
So,
Yes.
but yeah, yeah. Oh, and then yeah. So Iron Man dying, I actually teared up.
Mm.
So
And none of us, I mean, we kind of thought it was going to happen, but none of us thought it was actually going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, when I first saw it, I didn't really tear up, but I was like,
Yeah, jaws on the floor. Because we were thinking, like, wait, Far From Home's coming up, doesn't that mess up with his,
well, there's that, and he is the father of, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It all started with him. And now you're saying the cinematic universe is gonna die with him? I hope not, because Marvel has a lot of movies being planned.
you do.
Right. In a way, Cap died too, so.
Yeah,
In a way.
Cap is no longer Cap.
He's definitely not Cap.
Yeah.
So, him passing down the shield is
Yeah,
a
and then
sign of many things.
yeah,
Mhm.
and that's the final thing I want to talk to you guys about. That ending, like. Personally, I did tear up too, but I actually was really happy for him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy they've been mentioning, or Cap in his own way, they've been kind of mentioning that in the past 10 years. Like they do it so subtly how they mention it. Like they mention it in not Age of Ultron, but they mentioned it in Winter Soldier when he goes to see when he will see Agent Carter in the hospital at old age,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess you can see that in Age of Ultron too. Because remember when Scarlet did that whole vision, everyone was seeing like some weird visions of potential future,
Their fears.
their fears
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
So that was also another clue right there.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I thought that ending was beautiful. It was beautifully well done. And again, I'm super happy they gave Captain America that ending for him.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. After everything that he's went through, even though he ditched his friends in the end, he deserved what he got.
So
That was perfectly written and perfectly executed. Also.
Mm-hmm.
and
What an ending.
then Nick, I know earlier you're mentioning your thoughts about Falcon become Captain America. Are you for it or are you against it?
Half and half. I mean, technically it is within the comics, but then again, I feel like those later renditions of Captain America was probably written by, talk all nonsense SJWs.
Right.
But who knows? I mean, it would have been a little bit more fitting to see Bucky as the next Captain America, because that's also comic canon, Civil War comic canon, I should say. But because both, according to comics, have and are donning, the Captain America mantle, I can't really say too much.
By the way, Nick, did you, when you saw the last, did you stay for the last post-credit scene? Or the only post-credit scene?
Wait, hold up. I thought there was no post-credit scene.
Oh, there was a little audio clip, I guess. Did you see it? Did you hear it? I mean,
No, I left.
Oh, you left? Oh. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you what you thought that was, but guess not. Phil, what do you think that was?
I'd like to know though.
That right there, that's the whole hammer clanking on iron. That literally goes all the way back to Iron Man 1 when Tony Stark was in a cave building the armor.
Oh,
So-
shit! I didn't even think of that.
So, and
Wait,
you know,
so-
that was an homage.
that was an homage. So if you
To the very first.
if you listen to Iron Man, clanking iron in the cave when he was building the Mark 1 suit, listen to that
Yeah.
sound, and then if you compare it to the end post credits of Endgame post credits sound,
Oh, that's awesome.
it was
That
a
makes sense now.
it was a complete homage to Iron Man.
Wow,
Okay.
I get it now. That was the first ever scene in MCU, pretty much, almost. In that
So-
MCU, anyway.
So that was
So
Took it back.
what is? So besides the homage thing, does that mean anything to the story or not so much?
no, not so much.
Not really. It was just an homage to Iron Man, who started it. You know,
And
Right.
it was
he's the heart.
and it was like also like one of the other many ways of thanking the entire like fans universe for seeing that happen
Mm-hmm.
and you know being along with that journey. So all right, well hey guys, that caps the see what I did there, that caps the spoiler cast for Avengers Endgame. All of us enjoyed it perfectly well. And guys, if you guys see on your guys' screen on Discord chat, this is my personal opinion, my personal list of how I rank the entire Marvel MCU universe. From 22 from worst, number 1 at the best. If you guys do agree with that
Wow.
list,
You put Infinity War better than Endgame?
no,
I
so
was like, no. Right now, seeing it, I'm like, what?
so
What?
I thought you can't top Endgame, man. That's my.
How?
So yeah, no. So look. So if you look at this, if it's agreeable, and if you guys can make a better list, you guys can go ahead and post it right here on the Discord chat.
Personally, I agree with everything except Infinity being at number 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Explain, Phil.
Please explain how Infinity War is better than Endgame.
Well, okay, because Infinity War to me felt like the Empire Strikes Back style of filming, having the idea of the bad guys winning versus the good guys winning all the time. So
Okay.
I actually enjoyed that idea a lot.
Okay, just changing it up a bit.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, Endgame is definitely up there. But if this is my opinion, first and foremost. But if you guys have a list and you guys want to post it on the Discord chat, post it right there. And you know, just for everyone, please do look at the Discord chat right there. As you can see, I posted a list about basically pretty much my idea, what I thought about, or how I ranked the entire MCU universe.
Okay, I'm kind of making my small list right now on the Google Docs.
So, but yeah, there you go. That's my ranking. So, you know, you know it's funny. It's like I think it's kind of weird that I put Iron Man 3 on at the worst. You know, yeah, it was great, but then I don't know. And it was just
You're not wrong there. A lot of people were disappointed in it.
so. And you know what's funny? I actually like the first Ant-Man versus like Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, but yeah,
So you're lagging there. I
yeah.
didn't
Oh,
hear you.
hello.
You're good now, but earlier, like I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, right. No, I basically put like Ant-Man as a Ant-Man over Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Makes sense. Yeah, the first one's better and funnier.
So, but yeah, just so that you guys see what I'm talking about there. So, Anyways, but yeah, we can always come back to this list next time. So we're just gonna go ahead, go right through personal achievements this weekend last, and also announcements from. Take it away, Nick.
Okay, so this one I never quite saw it coming because the gigs that I usually keep up with are the ones in Taps and Apps. However, this one came to me flying face first from our lead guitarist, Ronan. And he actually said that he wants to plan a gig for his sister, I should say, in Mix Bar and Grill. Personally, I've never been there before, but because this is too good of an opportunity to miss, I just said, shit, yeah, let's go. And Meg and Carol feel the exact same way.
Well said.
Is it the same type of place as your last place you went?
I honestly
Yeah.
doubt it, because this one, like I said, I don't know much about it. I've never heard of Mix Bar and Grill before. So, as far as whether or not it's booked, the fact that we all said, hey, let's do it, like all four of us said, let's do it,
That's
I
next
could
Friday,
only,
right?
yeah, I could only imagine that, this one is probably booked. I'll speak to them about it tomorrow because we're rehearsing tomorrow,
Well,
either in the morning
Thursday,
or
didn't
afternoon.
go.
Huh?
You guys didn't book it yet.
Well, as like I said, Ronan was the one who actually proposed this,
Right.
so I'm not sure if it is a booked gig or not.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Open mic.
could be, but there wasn't much information apart from it's his sister's birthday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What time?
Oh boy. More on that later because it's something that we as a band have to discuss about. Because,
Okay.
like I said, this came flying face first at me.
Right.
Basically, imagine a scoop of ice cream being flown right at your face, and it lands right there out of nowhere. That's basically what this announcement is to me.
Okay.
Right on.
So just update us. Keep us posted.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, so I have no personal achievements of this week or last, so that's totally fine. Yeah, I'm totally just gonna replace the whole TV shows, movie, online videos with what we capped about Marvel, the MCU, and so that's okay.
Yeah, we just did that.
So kept that. Daily happenings, not so much. Oh, there we go. There we go. I see your top 10. Okay.
I'm making a small list, not all 22, but just made a tiny bit.
Okay.
But while I'm working on it, we can do a game of Would You Rather.
Okay. All right.
Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do good old fashioned 2 rounds of Would you rather. Okay. Would you rather meet your doppelganger from multiverse, or would you rather kill any version of you, or kill any version of you in any universe? Like, meaning you want to be the only one version that only exists in one universe. So would you rather meet your doppelganger, or would you rather kill your doppelganger?
I would want to meet my doppelganger, see what he's up to.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to meet him.
Okay.
If he's achieved things that I wanted to achieve, and so we can switch lives.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what if he achieved the job I wanted, or achieved getting the dream girl? I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Okay. Right.
Like, I'm taking over, man.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's take it over to Air with a classic.
What would you do, Phil?
What would I do? Boy, I would. If I found out my doppelganger was making more bad decisions than I would probably kill him. No, actually,
Well, on the flip
not
side of that,
not probably. I will kill him.
well, on the flip side of that, what if he is the more successful version of you? What would you do?
Man, I would have done the same thing. I was like, can I just like trade lives for you, like real quick?
Yeah, right. You like hire a hitman, kill him or something.
Yeah, like I probably would straight blast them. So, but yeah, I'd actually do that. All right. Now for another would you rather question. I'm gonna throw that ball right over to Nick.
Okay. Oh boy. Would you rather eat a steak that's rare or well done?
How am I eating a steak rare? Yeah, it's gonna sound all bloody and stuff, and
Yeah. I mean, I like a little bit of blood, but not too much. Basically, I like my steaks.
Is well done the next stage after rare?
actually,
No, basically,
it's like rare,
this
could be
medium
opposite.
rare.
Yeah, this is how it works. Rare, medium rare, medium well, and well done.
Gotcha.
And to me, this is actually what I believe. I don't know if before, but to me, the way a person likes their steaks or the way a person cooks their steaks says a lot about who they are. Like, if this is actually how I see it. If a person cooks their steak or likes their steak rare, they're an underachiever. If a person likes their steak medium rare, they do a little bit more, but still not enough. If someone likes their steak medium, which is my personal favorite, they do just enough to get by. If someone likes their steak medium well, they do just a little bit too much just to get by. And for someone who likes their steaks well done, which is, you do way too much. You gotta slow down in life, buddy.
I don't know how accurate that is, but that's interesting actually.
That's basically my perception anyway. And because
I
I like,
cook at all.
then how am I supposed to identify you?
Exactly. You can't judge them,
Well,
right?
Well, like I said, the person doesn't have to cook the steaks. The way they eat it is what would define it. Like, if you like to eat rare steaks, bro, you gotta do some more stuff with your life.
What about eggs?
Eggs?
Like, what if they're not scrambled, boiled?
That is a league of its own, because I actually like different variation of eggs, with scrambled being my personal favorite.
Sunny side is up there for me.
I mean, yeah, I would definitely consider Sunny Side Up as my
Over
two,
easy.
but my number one would have to be scrambled, mainly because it's so easy to make.
True. And it's just really good. Well, they're all really good.
Okay.
What about you, Phil? What's your egg?
I
How do you like your eggs?
So I feel like myself. Actually, I actually like it over easy.
Yeah,
I know it sounds completely grandpa when I say it, but I actually like my eggs over easy.
Hey, little fella, why don't you make me some over easy eggs?
Yeah, boy.
What the fuck is this? Did you guys get old all of a sudden?
Yep. I went to see Peggy Carter.
Oh, no wonder. How was that trip?
Thanks for everything, Wilson.
I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather
Okay,
not.
you sound like us now.
Oh Jesus. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, would you rather? You guys want to go dark on this one? I got some dark ones.
You got a dark one? Do it.
Like medium dark, well done dark. How do you guys want? Rare dark?
As dark as you can go.
Let's go. Let's hear.
Dark as a black guy? Okay.
Let's hear your rare dark.
Alright, dark level 3, here we go. Would you rather be in a tub of rats naked for 3
Fuck.
minutes?
Fuck that.
And they're all hungry as fuck.
Okay.
Or-
this sounds like some Fear Factor shit. Okay.
It is
Yes,
probably.
or get all your fingernails pulled off with pliers, raw.
Oh.
I would
All
rather
your
get my.
nails.
I would rather get my fingernails plied off raw because
Really?
I know for a fact they'd at least grow back. I would never ever want to be in a tub full of rats.
Only 3 minutes.
I don't give a shit. They scare
Oh,
the
you're-
fuck out of me.
Whereas your fingernails will probably be done in like a minute or less. They just do it really fast.
Man.
Still not.
I refuse to be
Hey.
in a tub full of rats.
Okay.
Wait, that's your fear, right?
Yes, I'm not doing it.
Okay, I understand that, but for you, Phil, what would you?
As long as someone says fatality, then I'm good. I'll go inside the tub of rats for 3 minutes.
Holy shit! You one crazy son of a bitch.
So
You know they're gonna be gnawing on your dick the whole time.
probably more than likely,
Or left of it.
whatever's left of it. Or
All right, round 2.
round 2. Okay.
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay. All right. This is it's not so much of would you rather, but I guess we're changing up the rules a little bit here. This is more of a updated fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, here we go. Since Dio started last week.
I know. So the females of the MC universe.
Oh shit.
So anyone
What are our choices?
actually, so you have the choices of Widow, Gamora. Actually, no. Yeah. Widow, Gamora, and Scarlet.
I'd marry Scarlet.
I mean,
I
that's
was gonna say
Scarlet.
Nebula.
Or sorry. Gamora, Black Widow. Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So you said you would marry Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, and on the flip side of that, I would fuck Nebula. I don't know why.
You'd fuck a robot.
She turns me on, man. I don't know. Just the edge about her, you know.
You fuck a robot.
She'd be wild in bed.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, yeah, marry Elizabeth Olsen. Whew, man, I'm sorry, Romanov, but you're gonna have to die again. I'm gonna kill you off.
Okay.
And Gamora, I'd definitely fuck her.
Okay.
Cause come on, Zoe Saldana, who doesn't want to?
I know. That's why. That's why.
She's freaking hot.
Okay. All right. Nick. Fuck, marry, kill. You have Gamora, Scarlet Witch, and Black Widow.
I would kill off Black Widow. I would screw Gamora, and I would marry Scarlet Witch.
That's
Damn.
exactly what I said. Damn, sorry Black Widow. I don't know. It's not you, but it's just in these terms and stuff. We would actually kill you. We don't like compared to
Well, I
Gamora
beg
and
to
Scarlet
differ.
Witch. Fine, go.
I beg to differ. I would actually marry Black Widow,
Wow, I applaud you for that.
and I would actually kill Gamora.
Damn.
I'm so gonna whack you with this.
Wow.
And you probably figure out who I'd rather screw. So I definitely
So
would.
we all marry Scarlet Witch.
So
Oh, wait,
Why
no,
not?
I
we married-
definitely screw Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
I mean, I guess I'll give you a pass on that one. But Gamora, I'm not letting that go.
Wait, did we base these on their real life actresses or their characters?
They're characters. But
Characters.
They're characters.
'Cause-
Guarantee.
Because for real life, I definitely keep it that way.
Oh damn. Okay.
No offense to Scarlet, because she has that lesbian haircut going on. It just doesn't turn me on.
Okay.
But the other two, freaking hot. Real life.
Okay. But yeah. There. I beg to differ.
Okay, I got another darkish question here.
Okay.
Oh wait, Nick, your turn. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Um, I guess this is like fuck, marry, kill, but this is kind of a more, I guess, friend edition.
I think I said Guy Fieri edition.
No. Okay. So this is how it goes. For kill, you just ditch. For marry, you just be best friends forever. And for screw, basically it's like I would have a beer with that guy. And these are your choices: Sam, Bucky, and Cap, or Steve if you want to call him Steve.
What's the equivalent of killing them?
Ditch.
Oh, I'd probably ditch Falcon.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was gonna say the same thing. Sorry, not to be racist, but
Racism.
him as a black guy hanging out with me, I feel like he'd take all my girlfriends.
I could not
And
agree.
all the
I
girls
could never
want that
agree
black
anymore.
So, I'd definitely ditch him. I'd have a beer with Cap. And what was the other one again?
Be
Mary?
best
Bucky.
friends.
Be best friends with Bucky.
I would like to have a drink contest beer with Bucky, and I would love to be best friends with Captain America.
Okay. What about you, Nick?
Okay. This one, you'll probably shit on me for this one.
Go ahead.
I'd be
please.
racist.
I would be best friends with Bucky. I would have a beer with Sam, and I would ditch Cap
What?
Why?
the hell?
because he ditched his friends.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Friends
Okay.
don't ditch each other.
Okay, bros before hoes, I get that. But you put yourself in his shoes. What would you do? Would you go back in time to see your loved one that you haven't seen for 70 years?
Well, yes, but if this was their fate, I can't really do much to change it. Nor should I.
Fair enough.
Well said.
You would kind of be selfish in that case. Okay, I have a very...
Dark one. Take it home. Take it home with a dark one.
Shit, I was gonna say this for Dio, but...
Alright, do you
I'll
want to see it for next week? Up to you.
Fuck, I can ask him this weekend, if anything.
Okay.
You guys ready for this one?
Go ahead.
Would you rather eat a bowl of cockroaches, and this is your standard size bowl, like, cereal bowl. No water, no milk, no help at all. You gotta eat every last one, swallow every last one. And they're all alive, by the way.
Ooh.
Or watch your wife/girlfriend get raped by 3 black guys.
Holy crap.
You want dark.
This is a pretty hard one. But I'm just gonna say fuck it and go with the cockroach dinner.
You could potentially die from
I
it.
would.
I don't give a shit. I refuse to see Mia be sodomized against her will.
At least she might survive.
Yeah, no, not happening. I value her too much to let that happen.
Good decision. Phil?
Oh crap. Man.
So in your case, since you're single, anyone that you have a crush on, or your ex, pretty much. Seeing them being raped by 3 black guys, or it's just any woman you love in your life, whether it's your mom, sister.
Okay. That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna take the death route. I will eat cockroaches.
Wow, you guys, damn! I applaud you guys. You guys would rather die than see your
I would rather.
loved one being raped.
Yeah, I would rather die. That to me is like traumatic.
Well, both is, but yeah.
I mean,
One way the other one you're gonna have to live with the rest of your life.
yeah, I'd rather take the one that would probably end up killing me. So,
Okay.
well, there you go, guys. That was
Respect.
our random questions of the night, and that right there is the Panoramic Podcast. And thank you guys for tuning in for watching our take on Avengers Endgame. We'll be back here next week. Monday, back on regular schedule here on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Do you guys want to play a game or?
If it did,
Well, I got something to show you first, Air.
Huh?
A little update on